used to make fun of me about my nose, about how big my nose is. Back then, my lips used to like be one of the things that people get to know. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adanna. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Port Harcourt. If today is your first time of seeing my beautiful face, guys, welcome and thank you so much. I do lifestyle videos, I do vlogs and health related videos. And in today's video, guys, first off, let's take a minute, let's take a chill pill. So if today is your first time of seeing my videos, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to hit the subscribe button somewhere down here, and above all, turn on your notifications so that every time I post a new video you get to see it first. But if you're my OG, guys, thank you so much for always watching my videos. I love you guys. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to deal with body insecurity, facial insecurity, everything insecurity. And this is coming from someone who has dealt with facial insecurity. I've also dealt with other form of insecurity that are not related to body weight and all that. If it's something you want to watch, sit back, relax, and let's get straight into today's video without wasting much of your time. Alright, first off, what is insecurity? Insecurity is a feeling of being inadequate about something. It could be your health, it could be your weight, it could be your the way your nose is sculptured, it could be the way your ear, it could be just about anything. Some weeks ago, Big Brother Naija, in one of their tasks, they were asked to write down every bad comment that the housemates have ever dealt with, and Emmanuel and Lakeyside had to write down a whole, and I could actually relate to that of Lakeyside. That's because I've had to deal with my own insecurity and I've overcome it. It no longer means anything to me, so I decided to make this video because anybody could just be going through one or two things and just need someone to just say, hey, it will be all right. So watch this and also let me know in the comment section what form of insecurity you've dealt with. Whatever it is, let's discuss in the comment section. First off, what is insecurity? Insecurity is a feeling of being inadequate about something. It could be just about anything, because insecurity cuts across all forms of life. It could be your body weight, rather it could be finance, it could be mentally, it could be just about anything. So this is like an all-round topic now, but I'm not talking about financial insecurity. I am talking about body insecurity. I'm talking about your weight, I'm talking about your facials. It could be the way your nose is sculptured, it could be the way your ear, your mouth, whatever it is sculptured. It could be the way your leg is sculptured, that people has throw jabs at you because of these things. So what could be the cause of insecurity in people? Now let me tell you a little story. Growing up, I was a girl with a big nose, with the wide lips, and with the big ears. Back then in secondary school, I remember I used to be jabbed, if that's the word. I used to be people used to make fun of me about my nose, about how big my nose is, about how wide my mouth is. And then it used to be a whole lot of, it means so much to me, because sometimes when people are talking about beauty in category, I was not among those to be classified as beautiful, because I had a big nose, because I had a wide mouth, and it began to affect my self-esteem, which I'm sure if you're being talked about regularly by different people that has come in contact with you, maybe certain part of your body that they feel is not okay with them, and they keep making statements or making mention of it, at a point it will begin to affect your self-esteem. That was what happened to me. It did affect my self-esteem all through secondary school and then into higher institutions. Now this marked the turning point for me when I started getting people compliment me and call me, hey, Jamaican nose. I think I had a classmate back then. He made fun of me, but not like it was in my secondary school where they talk about me and people will laugh and I feel so embarrassed and all that. But this time around, he always talk about my nose in a funny way, in like he admired the nose. He constantly talk about it, but irrespective of the father, he kind of admire it. He'll come and call me Jamaican nose and all that. He always made mention of the father. I look like the Jamaicans, and it started building my self-confidence. And before you know it, over time I got used to people looking at me and like, oh, your nose is big. It's no longer big. In fact, at the point I had grown the fact that I walk into a place and people begin to say your nose is big. Now they no longer say your nose is big. They come and tell me your nose is pointed. It's actually big. Even in the office currently, they make fun of me with my nose. Sometimes some people just make fun of me and will laugh about it. That's because I no longer feel very insecure about it. Secondly, back then my lips used to like be one of the things that people get to notice first whenever they come in contact with me, and they're like, you have a wide lips. Right now it's no longer you have a wide lips, it's now you have a very nice lips. And somehow it began to build my confidence. So I know, I can tell, because mine went from the bad to the good over the years. Like it kind of went from, oh, you have a big nose, to now you have a pointed nose, you have a wide mouth, to now you have a nice lips, which is okay. But for those who has come to the stage in their life where all through their lifetime they keep getting funny statements, funny remarks, funny jabs at them because of one part of their body, one thing about themselves that they feel they are not comfortable with, I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. So girl, see, let me tell you out there, chill. It's really not that deep. Like I used to say, it's not that deep. Let's take an example. Cassie Davis, I think she said people used to make fun of how thin or how lanky she is, but today it's one of her greatest features. So chill, relax. If you think that people are talking about something about your body or your health or your face or your any part of your body and you're not comfortable, you can actually find a way to make it like the point of attraction, or you can actually find a way to, you know, face your fears and come out of the fact that you always feel very insecure about that thing. You're in that category where people always bully you, talk about or talk down on you about any part of your body or anything concerning you, and over the years it has made you feel very insecure about it. I want to tell you that, see, you're not alone. Please just chill, relax, and I'll give you tips on how to overcome this challenge, how to overcome this insecurity, how to overcome this fear. And here are my tips, very easy. They're really very easy. Number one thing you need to know is affirm to yourself that you're beautiful. Yeah, this is something I tell myself every freaking time. I tell myself, sometimes even in the morning when I'm praying, I just tell myself, girl, you're beautiful. With my wide lips, for some people is a nice lip, for some other people it is a wide lips. Whichever it is, I've come to realize that this is my selling point. So I don't care what the next person feel about it. Is it too big? That's their freaking business. Is it too wide? That's their business. For me, they are nice lips and I'm happy to have them. So learn to affirm to yourself that you're beautiful in your own way. If you're big and you need to work on your body to feel better, fine, work on it. But before then, affirm to yourself that you're beautiful. It could be just about anything. It could be even relationship wise. I've had issues or cases where people break up in relationships, and the next thing you know is that one of them is feeling insecure, is feeling like he or she is not good enough. That's not the case. Whatever it is you're feeling insecure about, if it has to do with relationship, keep telling yourself that you're not the problem, except you've really taken time to, you know, look at yourself, look at your life pattern, look at your character and everything, and find out that, okay, people are leaving me, or people are doing these things because of certain things about me that is not okay. Then you can work on that. But if that is not the case, you're a good person and someone decides to dump your ass, girl, sit up, guys, sit up and face your fears and tell yourself that you're not the problems. Another thing I've come to realize is that I've learned to prioritize my needs. Right now, my need and my goal in life is not to look out for those who are looking at my lips, whether it's beautiful or not, who are looking at my nose, whether it's beautiful or not. My goals in life are even in another dimension. Like, they are not just looking at it's not always me looking at who is talking about shit about me or any part of my body that is not okay. So prioritize your needs. Is your body weight making you feel insecure? Girl, you have to not let it bother you that much. Don't let it bother you that much, because at the end of the day, like they always say on Twitter and Instagram, heaven is the goal. Tell yourself that you will work on it, but right now my priority is not really maybe my weight or that relationship or that nose or that eyes or that legs. My goal at the moment is to make cash, is to find happiness. Another thing I'm going to talk about is face your awkwardness, face your fears. If you're always feeling insecure about any part of your body, stand up, face your fears, because it's only when you face your fears that you can be able to, overcome the fact that people will always talk about it. Like, let me cite an example. At a point, I just stopped bothering about what people say about my nose. Some people just meet me and they're like, oh, you have this kind of nose. I'm like, yeah, you like it, right? Sometimes, yeah. And I'll be looking at you like this. And when you look at them like eyeball to eyeball, because they might not be okay with you looking directly into their eyes, and the next thing they swallow whatever it is they want to say about you at that moment. So learn to face your fears. When you face your fears, it makes it more easier to work on those things you're scared of. Something else I also want to talk about is you can take baby steps towards being perfect or towards getting better at those things. If it's your weight, then definitely you can take baby step at doing 5 minutes exercise, 10 minutes exercise. If it's relationship wise, maybe it has to do with your attitude, you can take baby step on adjusting, tweaking one or two things in your attitude until you get it right, until it's no longer work, it becomes a lifestyle. If it's in terms of finances, you can also take baby step towards getting financial freedom. Then in cases where you can't do anything, like my nose, I'm not planning on going to do surgery. I am not planning on going under the knife. I am stuck with this type of nose, so I don't think there's a need for me to take baby steps. But if you can afford it and it's something you wish to do, for those who are overweight in certain part of their body, is something you think you want to do, you want to go under the knife, why not? Take baby steps. Go for it, girl. By the way, Laura Ikeji said she had issues with her nose. She didn't like the way it was sculptured. She didn't like the way it came naturally. So she did one or two things and she feels very confident about herself right now. So if it's something you can work on by going under the knife, why not? Why not? And if not, but if it's something you can't work on or you don't want to work on, like myself, guy, just free last just free the thing. Just don't let it bother, don't let it get to you, and you will get better at it. Another thing I want to talk about is cut off people who always throw jabs at you because of certain part of your body or because of your insecurities. Anyone that throws jabs at you because of one thing or the other that you feel you're insecure about, please cut them off. Toxic people are not needed in this life. At the end of the day, when we get to heaven, like I always say, there won't be toxic people there. So why would you want to keep them here on earth? Why? Just find a way to cut off that and be in a company of those who are comfortable for who you are, who doesn't have issues with how you look, with who you are. Cut off any relationship that will bully you about certain part of that, tell you that you're not good enough. Cut it off, baby girl. Baby boy, cut it off. Finally, you just learn to love yourself, learn to love your flaws, learn to love your insecurities, learn to love everything about you, because guys, we didn't sit down to create ourselves. You know that, right? We didn't sit down to create ourselves, so why would it bother you that much? So please learn to love yourself, because the moment you learn to appreciate yourself, you learn to love who you are, what you've become, and your flaws as well. You find better ways of presenting them. Like right now, I don't care. My lips, my nose are the most attractive part of my body. These are same thing that people talk about why I was growing up as not being good enough for them. But right now, people kind of admire that I have a very nice lips or wide lips. People kind of admire the fact that I have a very pointed nose or big nose. Yeah, so I've come to love myself for who I am, and I've come to appreciate the fact that this is what I have to deal with for the rest of my life. Alright guys, if this video was very helpful, please don't forget to tell a friend to also don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to share my links, don't forget to refer me, guys, just refer me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. I'll see you.